Hey you guys, it's Megan. Today I'm going to do a sort of get ready with me, but I already did my foundation and stuff because it's like I just mixed a bunch of stuff that I'm trying to use up together. So I have my base on and my eye primer, but everything else I'm going to do with you guys, like my eyes, my like cheeks and stuff, and my lips. So this is going to be the look from my weekly repeats and reviews where I wore the NARS Train Blue lip pencil and my Burberry shadows. So that's what I'm going to do today. I really love the look, and my friend Miranda said that she really loved this look as well. So I thought that I would do a get ready with me tutorial thing for you guys if you want to create a similar look. So I'm starting with my Mally shadow stick in Twilight, of course. This is basically the exact same color as Burberry Pale Barley, and it's also like the same color as Benefit Birthday Suit, Creaseless Cream Shadow, or what is it, Maybelline Nude Compliment Color Tattoo. They're all like exactly the same color. You don't need to use a cream shadow, but I do because I need to use an eye primer and then a cream shadow to ensure that my shadows last all day. And it also just intensifies any shadows you put on top of it. So, I don't know, it's kind of a win-win, but if you don't want an extra step, you definitely don't need to do this. So I'm just blending this out with my Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush. This is awesome. Your fingers will work, but I just really love using this brush. Then I'm going to go straight onto my Burberry shadows. So I'm going to use Pale Barley, which is number 22. This is like the most perfect eyeshadow. If you could get one high-end eyeshadow, get this one. I'm using my MAC 217, and I'm just putting this all over my lid. Basically all over where we just put the cream shadow. Into my crease a little bit. I'm not sure if everyone would need to do that, but since I don't have a lot of lid space, usually I just put the color into the crease as well. And then I'm taking my Louise Young LY38, which is the perfect crease brush, and I'm taking Burberry Midnight Brown, which is number 21. And these two colors, okay, if you don't like a shimmery eye, don't use both of these colors together, but I love these colors together. It is so, so beautiful. So I'm just going to build this up in my crease. And I'm using such a light hand. Like, I'm barely putting any pressure on this brush at all. Because like I've said before, it really does the work for you. And with these shadows especially, these Burberry shadows, oh my gosh, they blend like a dream. You don't need to do anything to them. Like, just slap them on with any brush and you will seriously look amazing. Flawless. So, just blending it out. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more, but I'm just blending the edges for now. Then I'm gonna take just a little bit more and go right into where I want the darkest colors, so like the deepest and most outer corner part of my eye socket, just to add a little bit more dimension there, because adding that darkness right in the outer corner like makes it look more smoldery. And I'm wearing this during the day, but if you wanted to really build it up, I'm just blending whatever is left on my brush down under my lower lash line. If you really wanted to build it up, you could use these same exact shadows for a nighttime look, or just use Midnight Brown by itself. So that's it for eyeshadow. I love it. I'm gonna add my Urban Decay Sell Out in the inner corner just because I wore this in that look in my weekly repeats, and I really liked how it looked, but you definitely don't need to add this, but I think it's really pretty. I never hear anyone talk about this eyeshadow. And then I'm gonna take whatever's left on my brush and just run it under my brow and kind of blend that midnight brown edge out. Okay, so that's all for shadow. Now I'm going to do liner, and I am obsessed with the Jessie's Girl liquid liner. This is a pen, and you should shake it up before you use it. And I'm just going to try to do a really thin line with a little bit of a wing. It doesn't always work out how I plan, but that's what I did in that look, and I think that I would like to do that same like eyeliner shape. So I'm going to try to do a thin line with a thin wing. The hardest part of liquid liner or eyeliner in general is matching both eyes up to look the same. It's pretty good, you know, no one's perfect. And for this look, I really like to put liner in my tight line. I might actually do like all around liner in my waterline as well. I'm using the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in Stingray, which is just black. This is an awesome eyeliner for your waterline or tight line. When I put it on my tight line, it like barely transfers down onto my waterline. So that's really impressive to me. Like I said, I might put it all around my eye. Just depends on how I feel when I'm applying it, so we'll see. But just for the tight line, I'm going right up on my upper waterline, and it's easier to like hold a mirror down and look down at it so you can see what you're doing. And if you're like me and you wear contacts, you really have to be careful with this step because you don't want to get your eyeliner on the contact, because since this is so long wearing, you basically have to throw out that pair of contacts, which is money is just being thrown down the drain if that happens. So be very careful no matter what, but especially if you wear contacts. And I'm just like going on that waterline, but then also like going between the lashes to really darken that up. I'll just leave the waterline, the bottom waterline clear of anything, keeping it true to my look that I wore the other day. Okay, then I always go in with my Neutrogena Healthy Skin Brightening Eye Perfector in number 5 Fair. And I do my concealer after any eyeshadow, just to like clean up any lines or edges, and then to brighten underneath. So I apply that, and then I take my Real Technique setting brush, which is amazeballs, and I just blend this all out, and I don't know, it just brightens under the eyes, it conceals a little bit, it's awesome. Now I have Beyonce singing in my head, I woke up like this, I woke up like this, boom, boom, flawless. That's all I can think of, that's all I can think of. Okay, face. I'm gonna do something different. OMG, I almost forgot. 2 people, I think only 2, recommended that I use the Stila Bronzing BB Cream as a cream liquid bronzer. Genius, so genius. So I'm gonna demo that and how I do it right now. So when I get it out, because I cut it open, when I get it out each day I use a Q-tip on it. So I'm gonna take the same Q-tip and get a little bit. And then I'm going to just put a little bit like right at the line where I would want contour or like bronzer. A little bit, like seriously, especially if you have as fair of skin as me, this goes a long way. So then I'm just blending it out. I picked the e.l.f. small stipple brush, but whatever brush you want to blend it. And like, it is more of a warm tone, so it's not like it's gonna give you that really like shadowy contour look. This I might actually need a little more, which I didn't think would be possible. Just add a little bit. But it definitely does give like depth, and it's one more way that I can use this product because it was becoming very unlikely that I would actually be able to finish it up. So now I'm so thankful that I use it in two ways, not only mixing it in with my foundation, but then using it in this way. And I only use a little bit for both of those, but a little bit times 2 is a lot of bit. So I thought that was a genius idea. Thank you, girls, for recommending that I do that. You guys are so smart. Like, seriously, you always think out of the box. So I love that idea. Then I just go on and do my stuff like normal. So I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Bronze Booster on my Real Techniques blush brush and just go on top of that, blend all over the place willy-nilly. And if you wanted your contour to be deeper and you were using like a cream product, just like add a little more. Just start with a small amount. Start with less than you think you'll actually need. Because when I first did that, I used way too much and I was able to blend it out, but it could have been a train wreck. Then I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Candid Coral blush like I do every day and just lightly put that on with the same Real Techniques blush brush. Did I say this was a bronzer brush before? I use it for bronzer mostly, but it is called the blush brush, and it does do the trick for blush. Okay, I wanted to keep the cheeks very simple in this look because the lips are pretty dramatic and the eyes has that smokiness going on. Before I do lips, I'm going to do eyebrows with my Anastasia Perfect Brow in Auburn. And I love this pencil. It's really easy for me to get like a really dramatic brow, but very, very easy to do a very natural brow, which I wasn't really mastering with the Dip Brow Pomade. I could do a really extreme brow with that, but it's harder to do a natural brow with the cream product for me. So I'm just doing little feathery strokes with this. And then blending it out with the spoolie. I woke up like this, flawless. Mascara next, I'm gonna do a combo of my Voluminous and Giorgio Armani. And the Giorgio Armani is getting drier, so I put the L'Oreal Voluminous on first. And then I work a layer of the Icicle on top. Did any of you guys watch What Happens Live the other night, last Thursday? And Kristen Wiig and Bill Hader were the guests, which that was like heaven enough, but they played a game where they had to like Andy Cohen said something and they had to like scream out the first thing that popped into their mind, and they were trying to like match what the other person said. And they said, or Andy said Beyonce, and Kristen Wiig said surfboard. And I was dying. I don't know if anyone else saw that and was dying, but I was dying, dead. Okay, lips, final step. This is such a beautiful product. This is the NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Train Blue. That's what I'm gonna say, but it is like some sort of French name. Tremble, I don't know. But what I'm gonna do, it's this beautiful deep burgundy color. It's amazing with like purple. I'm gonna put it on my lips, rub it in, put it on my lips, rub it in, put it on my lips, you know, the drill. So definitely exfoliate your lips before this. These are matte, not super forgiving, and have like a lip balm on before you put this on. You can go as deep or as sheer as you want, but doing it like this with blending it with your fingers is not only gonna make it last a long time, but it also, not like this color can look natural, but it's not as like, first hard to manage throughout the day, but it's not as like crazy and precise as if you were just to draw this on. This is much easier to wear if it's like built up as a stain. I think that's as deep as I want to go. Oh God, that was very sexual. So yeah, on that note, that is the finished look. Yesterday I did apply this Color Riche Balm in Nourishing Nude on top of the lip just to help the drying factor. Like, it's not as drying as some lipsticks are, but for me, I really need something like slippery on like my lips, like a balm or like a whatever. So just having that little bit helps me, and it doesn't really change the color. So I love this look. I think it's so beautiful. It's so perfect for fall and winter. The Burberry shadows are effortless. This lipstick is really effortless looking when you blend it in. It looks much better than when I was just trying to draw it on. Like, this looks stunning. So thank you, Lisa Eldridge, for recommending that technique. But that is it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me tutorial on the Burberry eyes and NARS lips. I hope that this was informative or fun or anything. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And I hope that you're having a wonderful week, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye!